Hello everybody, my name is RPG and welcome back to Let's Play Shining Force 3. Today we're going to be taking everything that's not nailed down in Dormant Village, which is nice. We're officially like pretty much in the end game now, so a lot of the items are just... we don't necessarily really need them. What I need to do though, like more than anything, is I need to put some stuff away. Because otherwise I'm not going to be able to pick up half the stuff that is in the town. So like obviously for the casters... I can't, really, but for most other people I can afford to drop, like, one or two things. Yeah, like, I don't need that silver ring. I could just sell it, actually, but I don't need the 2 orichalcum. I'll keep those for later. Proden's fine, Harold's fine, and Spirial can afford to drop. I should sell that, but money is irrelevant at this point, so never mind. And Marky's fine. Okay, so now I've done that, I probably won't run out of inventory space while I loot the town. And if I do, I'll just drop some stuff back off again. So this town is pretty close to remotest, I think. Obviously, we're about to turn around and head back the way we came to try and find Symbios. But we're actually not very far away from remotest in the Divine Palace of Bullzone. I also will say really quickly, I didn't realise Galm was going to just leave. I really thought that he was going to die. That child phases through the other child. Interesting. Yes, we are. It is a cold place, as far as I know. It's literally on a mountain. Which implies it's probably very cold. There's... as I've said, there's quite a lot of items dotted around this town. They're not always very easy to find. But they're worth picking up. It's like... almost all the items here are... goddess tears or orichalcums or potions. It's really worth taking the time to just pick them up. I can't remember if there was an item in the house or not. Like, I just did a test run through the village just to try and make sure I can find everything. But I've already pretty much forgotten immediately. I remember where some of them are, but not all of them. It's a nice little town though, this one. It's quaint. Well, there's a goddess here, so that's good. It's going to start throwing those at us a little bit. We'll never be able to actually purchase them, so they're in a limited supply, but they're very much worth hanging on to. I could be wrong, actually. I'm not sure if there are enemies that can drop them. It's possible. I mean, it's sort of unlikely, to the point where, having said it out loud, I don't think there are any enemies that drop goddess tears. But if there are, I'd expect them to be like around here somewhere. I need to find the item shop because there's a really important item behind the item shop that I don't remember if I found last time. This is the Smithy. I will be coming back here very briefly. But I don't need to make any more orichalcum weapons for now. I've got the ruins map, which I'm sad to say is for the final ruin in the whole game. And I'm going to be genuinely a little bit sad to see those go. What is that? Yeah, what is that? Let's check that out again in a sec. Goddess tier. Let's go in here first. I think this is the weapon shop. If it is the weapon shop, I'm going to just leave immediately. Yeah. Because nothing that they sell now will be any good to me. All of the weapons that they sell are now mithril weapons. So the last couple of towns sold the lowest tier of mithril weapons. This one sells, I think, the middle tier. And then the next town that we arrive at will sell the top tier of mithril weapons. But apart from like hanging on to a couple of them purely for utility, like the Arc Halberd and the Spark Glove and that sort of thing, there's very little point actually keeping them now. They're just not useful anymore. You know what would be useful actually, and I really don't think I have the ability to get one. A Phoenix Sword would be really handy. Because I could give that to Proden and give him a summon. And then, like, I'd be able to just dump all of his MP into that. On saying that, though, I feel like he's probably going to get Blaze 4 soon. Like, if he's unfortunately stuck with just Blaze 3, it's okay. It does alright damage, to be honest. But if he gets Blaze 4, that's going to give him a really good damage option from a little bit of range. And I can 100% get behind that. Oh. Oh, I was really confused and I thought it was saying we have to go by boat. It looks like the sea freezes. So we're going to have to cross it on foot, probably. The frozen seas expand across the Dormant Volcano region. Okay. Most people ignore the frozen sea. So there must be another way. There must be another route to get to Remotest. It's very likely that it's an extremely slow route. There's a small missile, that's what I wanted. And that's why they don't, but the option is there. What I'm probably going to do when I end this one is I'll explain when I get there, to be honest, but I'm going to craft Marky a magic ring. Because I feel like she should probably have one to hang on to. You know that silver ring that I chucked in storage, actually? Ooh, here's an idea. What if that's the reason item I do need to buy in here. Which, I mean, I don't need to buy it now, but if I don't, I'll forget. Who has room for a goddess here? Proden. Yeah, I figured I'd run out of inventory space in here pretty quickly. Like, I'm pretty sure this place also sells a whole bunch of orichalcum, so I'll probably do this off screen as well. Just egress out and grab a load of stuff. So, I want to buy this delicious meat. This is useless for now, but I need it for later. Then, I'm going to give Marky a silver ring. I know I've just chucked one in storage, but quite frankly, I have so much money that it does not matter. And then she can have the magic ring in her inventory, just to use for the MP if she ever runs out. Is there anything in this but a wall? Nope. So we're pretty much done with Dormant. It's a relatively small place. There's one item that's really, really sneakily hidden. And that's this here on this corner of this table. And it's a lucky cookie, which I'm going to give to Julian immediately. So, I will say as well, actually, I'll mention it now while I remember, the power wine that I got from Galm, I already used it on Julian. I did it before I started recording. So he got an extra 4 attack and now an extra 2 luck. And I think he's up to 11 luck now. 11 luck, 120 attack. So any more lucky cookies, I'll be giving them to somebody else. I don't think there's many left. Or possibly there's none at all. I think there's like 2 in each scenario, which lets you get Symbios, Median, and Julian to 9 luck, or 11 with the Apollo pin. So, they're basically immune to everything at this point, which I am fine with. So, this is a delightful little hot spring. Oh, he's going to die happy in the bath. Okay. Everyone can bathe naked. That's nice. Well, I mean, to be fair, right? It'd be unhygienic for a start. Don't have sex in the baths. Nobody else wants to watch that. Well, I mean, some people statistically probably will like to watch that, but you shouldn't. It's unhygienic. So let's leave that. We don't want to really hang out in the sex springs. Julian has got far more important things to do. There's a dude hiding behind there. Can I get to him? Maybe. What are you up to? Oh, okay. So even though there's no volcanic activity in this region that Primula knows of, it's called the Dormant Volcano region by all the residents, and one of them just erupted. So I don't think Primula is as well informed as we thought. Hooray, money that we don't need, but it's worth having anyway. To be fair, actually, I've never been in a hot spring. But I can imagine a hot spring in winter is really nice. And it's a magic one that heals illnesses. But someone already told us that we don't go in there when we're ill, because we make other people ill, even though it heals... Oh, there's a chest there. Even though it heals illnesses. Oh, okay. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Like, the closer you get to evil, the weaker the power of the light gets. So it's a good job we're here and we're all really strong, isn't it? Is there anything in the inn? I don't think so. No. Yeah, my Symbios should have been through here. But we haven't seen them, which is a little bit worrying. Oh, perhaps that's where they are then. Maybe they ended up taking shelter from Marky's storm, and they got trapped. Oh, is this Explosion Head Ale? Because I did like Explosion Head Ale. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I mean, I guess actually we're pretty lucky then that we're not advancing in the dead of winter. Yeah, okay. Everything's going to get real cold. Oh, I guess that's like a guest list. That's kind of cool. Well, that is sort of what happens when you submerge yourself in water. I do like... I've been in a jacuzzi. Jacuzzis are nice. I imagine a hot spring is similar. Just warm water to just chill in. I could get behind that. I do like a good bath. Well, we have a really, really mysterious chest of drawers here. That's different to pretty much every other chest of drawers we've seen before. Good lord, it was secretly a door. It was not well disguised. But that does let us come around here and grab this. Which is unfortunately a really good weapon for our fallen companion, Cyclops the Dragon Man. I say fallen. He's really good at his job of warming the bench. I don't regret benching him. Well, I imagine at this point, he'd probably be better than Roly. But Roly is a majestic unicorn. So I made my decision, I'm sticking to it. I think, though, that is actually it. Apart from, like, the little bit of blacksmithy stuff I'm going to do. Buying the orichalcum from the item shop. That's certainly Rainblood music. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to catch you again in a little while after this. Out of the frying pan and into the fire, it seems. Back-to-back boss fights. Good way to kick off this chapter, though. Thank you very much for watching, everybody, and I hope to see you next time.